What do you think is the definition of cult?
Many parents, they wish their children to go to the temple to study the Buddhism. And I told them, you don't have to rush them to learn about Buddhist teaching. You have to prepare themselves, the mind, to understand what the Buddha taught. So lots of people, they are not really qualified to become religious, because you must be master to no master. Just like, you realize the facts, and you must have that clear mind. So I think the quote is just like effect of the people's creation. People are not wise enough to believe in something. They think they are the true religion or the true Dharma. So I think we don't just talk about, they are the quote. We have to, understand why we are not wise to know they are the quote. Yeah.
I think in we can actually take some reference from other religion. For example, the Catholics and the Christian. The Catholics actually only the clergy can interpret the scriptures, but the Christians, they almost anyone can interpret it. I mean, it's a free world. So from the development, you see much more cults, so-called fringe group developed from Christian, like we have Waco, we have like Jim Jones, and those very destructive cults that come from them. Now, Buddhist religion is not a monotheistic belief, so that's why if you veer off, it's still okay.
As long as you don't harm people.
Yeah, because from most of the time from so-called monotheistic religion, it's a black and white, very clear distinction between black and white. But Buddhism is actually a little bit, I would say, transcend from the so-called black and white. So that's why even if someone tries to interpret it very differently, you get some strange belief, but you won't get very extremist behavior. So I think in some sense that's good, but I think lately we see some of the extremist behavior in Buddhism. I think there's one, they call it the face of the Buddhist Obama. No, not Buddhist Obama. The Buddhist Bin Laden. There's one from Myanmar. Yeah. So after a few thousand years, then we have one extremist. So in a sense, it's still okay, but we still have to be careful.
I think definition of cult is that there must be a charismatic leader who is influencing the public or his or her disciples, and there's a set of strange teachings that maybe they steal from Buddhism or other religion, and then he's trying to manipulate the disciples, brainwash them, or influence them in a mind control way, and also the belief in some nonsensical or unscientific way for salvation. I think that's a definition of cult.
Yeah, I think what Sherrod mentioned just now was sometimes when a religious group is very extreme in terms of this is the only way, you cannot do this any other way, and if you go to other groups, you may lose our blessings, you may lose you may incur bad karma. Anytime they use primarily fear to manage the disciple, I would say that could be a cult, even if it is happened in a Buddhist group. I would consider them cult.
I agree with what Kong Yong said just now, because Buddhism is such a free religion. It lets you interpret the truth that you perceive or you learn from. So it it opened the door for many cults to come in, because they can set up their group and start to teach their teaching in a different way, their own way. It's like a more democratic,
If you look at it in the technological term, it's like the iOS. You're able to is a free open software, and you're able to manipulate and put in your own thing.
And that is quite confusing actually sometimes
for those who is more technological savvy.